Hi guys, BVG Hill here. Welcome back to another episode of Kentucky Route Zero. Now, last time we flew on a giant freaking hawk, and holy crap, this sound is like blowing my eardrums out right now. On a giant hawk, we flew across the land to the other side of Lake Cumberland with, what's his name? I don't even know. Oh crap, we're him. Why are we him? Where's, like, everyone else? Oh, there they are. There's Conway and Shannon. What's up, guys? It's okay, just take it easy. We gotta get back on the road. We will, but we need to get this leg looked at first. Right now, you're in no condition to haul anything out of that truck, even when we do find Dogwood Drive. Why is this delivery so important to you?
It's my last delivery.
Oh, you're retiring or something? Or... sorry.
I'm just not as tough as I used to be.
Well, just rest up for a minute. I bet you're still plenty tough. That's a bald eagle. Holy crap. Run, Ezra. There's a guy playing a banjo there. Holy crap. Conway, you're fast. And why is this house, like, is there a rift being created by these? Can't talk to Conway there. Hello, Banjo Man. Oh, it's so weird how the houses are, like, split up by the trees. That's weird, man. What do we got going on here? Shouldn't be much farther now. I think I see where the settlement ends over there.
These woods go on forever.
Well, no forest goes on forever. At some point, there's always a road or something, a parking lot. Don't act so defeated, okay?
I'm just thinking about getting back to work.
We're almost there. We'll get you patched up and back in that truck. We can handle this. Got to go home. Do you have any family you're close with? Brother or sister? Kids?
Just Lizette's family, I guess.
Oh yeah? Husband? Bunch of kids?
Her husband Ira and I were friends.
Oh yeah? You mentioned him. Your old boss? Fierce-tempered, hard-working, up by his bootstraps kind of guy, right? Sounds pretty intense. I guess I was always closest with Weaver, as close as someone can be with a girl like that. She was always on her own wavelength, but we were the same age growing up and everyone else was so busy. When she disappeared, I got pretty angry, and I guess I just stayed that way. Never really understood her, but I knew her. It's lonely without someone like that around. Sorry, You're a good listener. What a nice house. Alright, Shannon, what's up? He's inside with Dr. Truman. Are you coming in? Sure, I'll come in. Dr. Truman lets me watch TV sometimes. My folks never watch TV, but I like the way it looks. I like the way it looks too. I fix TVs, you know. Whoa, cool. A TV scientist. I bet you make a lot of money. My folks had a really nice house, bigger than any of these houses, but it made them worried all the time. Then the bank took it back. Oh, Ezra. We had to sleep at the bus station, but I couldn't ever get to sleep, so I just went out to fly around every night with Julian. We flew really far and we never got lost, but when we came back in the morning, they were all gone. They just left you? I don't think so. All our stuff was still there. Maybe they got lost somewhere. Let's go see what's on TV. Patch him up, Dr. Julian. Or Truman, not Dr. Julian. And yeah, I think during that exit interview was when I really realized how badly they had me. But how else can you pay for medical school? I have college friends with debts that you can't expect to pay that back unless you're planning to sell painkillers on the side or something. Or, you know, some kind of administrative thing. I don't know. Having seen what arthritis did to my grandmother and my best friend in high school, destroy his wrists building synthesizers, I mean, he was like 17. Ailments of the joints and limbs just seem important to me. I hope that answers your question. Getting a scholarship with that pharmaceutical company had a lot of strings attached. But at least I have somewhere to practice, even if I have to follow their market trends a bit. And hey, thanks to all those seminars, I'm an expert on the medical uses of Neripnol trademark. It's not so bad. So, how about that leg? What happened exactly?
My leg was crushed by falling rocks.
Ah, crushing injury. Yeah, those can be pretty bad. Everything gets all compressed and there are a lot of little pieces to... You know what? Never mind. Let's take a look. How bad could it be, right? What are they singing about? Going home. Yeah, they're singing about their home because they're lost right now. It's a scary song. Scary, but they can still sing about it. Your friend's in pretty bad shape, isn't he? But it's nothing we can't handle. You might have a few things to look out for in the future. Be a bit gentler with the leg or the way you walk, but you'll be okay. I've dealt with similar cases before. So, the anesthetic we'll use is called Neripnol. It's pretty experimental, but it's more appropriate in cases like yours. The way it works is, I'll count backwards from 5, you start the process, and then we'll just have a normal conversation as the Neripnol takes effect. Then I'll get started. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, let's talk about Billy for a moment. The pharmaceutical company I'm contracted with was recently acquired by an energy company that has some different standards for billing and revenue, so it's a bit complex now. That was incredibly difficult to read, holy shiz. Jeez. Conway's tripping balls right now. He's in La La Land for sure. What's going on? Conway? Shannon? Oh. End of Act 2. Holy crap. A little bright there. Jeez. Taking a double screenshot there. Gotta get that thumbnail action. Can kinda hear him. 83 and sunny now. Looks like it's gonna get up to about 101 by late afternoon in Louisville and 103 in E-Town. Not a cloud in sight, so get out those parasols. Ha ha. Major accident just ahead of the Bardstown exit, so if you're headed to work on 31, you are late, my friend. Ha ha. Sugar? Just a little. I forgot how you take your coffee. I'm tired.
I heard you yelling, bad dreams.
We were up on a roof, Ira and I, and Charlie, eating a light supper. I was drinking sweet tea. Charlie was reading. We were surrounded by other houses, closely packed. Huge sidewalks. It must have been a... What's the word?
A city?
That's it, I'm sure. Below us, a group of people were gathered, standing quietly. A man was reading from a book. I asked Ira about the weather. Would it rain on Tuesday, or when would the sun set? Something like that. He wouldn't answer me. Charlie stood up, and Ira told him to watch his step, and then I remembered. I woke up before I could stop him.
Charlie was alone on that roof.
I guess he was. He was so bright, his teacher said. What was the word? Imaginative.
Imaginative.
That's it. How could I forget?
It wasn't his fault.
It wasn't anyone's fault, Conway. That's what we mean when we say it's
a tragedy.
Sure. Well, we have a mail order delivery today. Might be a long drive. I hope the truck can hold up.
That truck will outlive us all.
I hope you're right. I'm glad you'll keep it. Ira would have wanted you to have it. It's been running since Charlie was born. Ira took me to the hospital in that truck. So did you once.
When you fainted.
My hero. So,
long drive?
They said they couldn't come in person. Maybe just a shut-in. I don't recognize the address. The order is all... I'm sure we can fill it.
Guess that'll be the last.
I guess it will be. The last act of Lizette's Antiques. The... Oh, what's the word?
Finale.
Maybe. No, that's not the word. I just need to think about it for a bit. More coffee or something? Or I've had too much.
It'll come to you.
Maybe. I'm not sure anymore. Seems inevitable there will start to be words that I lose forever. What are those boxes you set in the hallway?
Those are Charlie's old books.
Oh,
I thought we could look at them together.
that sounds nice. Cora should be here soon. Will you wait with me?
Sure, Liz. I'll wait with you.
There's your traffic and weather on the 5s. That's every 10 minutes. Brought to you by the Consolidated Power Company. Stick around for Old Kentucky Home with Kate, helping you turn your humble home into a mansion. After this. I think poor Lizette has some sort of memory deteriorating disorder or disease, like dementia or Alzheimer's, or the start of it. And there's his leg. Funny looking bones you got there, Conway. No wonder you broke your leg. Look at the size of your shin bones. They're literally like toothpicks. Jeez. But that's only if you make a late payment on a follow-up visit. I think everything went well enough here that they'll only want to bill for... Oh, he's awake. How do you feel, old man? All fixed up? Truman says you might be a bit misty coming out of it, so...
I was dreaming.
That's unlikely. Neripnol is quite powerful. In fact, many patients report a sensation of lost time. Do you feel like you've lost time?
I feel fine.
Good. How about that leg? How's your leg feeling? Yeah, that's the important part. Conway shifts his leg a bit in the chair, testing it. Well?
This isn't my leg.
No, of course it's your leg.
Doesn't feel like it belongs to me anymore.
I haven't encountered this reaction before, but it's not totally unheard of. I read a paper about something like this last year. It can happen for a lot of reasons. Neurological, psychological, social. Sure, it won't persist in your case. Your thoughts and feelings are probably still a little nebulous from the Neripnol. It's totally normal. It'll pass. I wouldn't recommend driving, at least for another hour or two regardless.
Thank you, doctor.
Sure, Let's talk about a few things you should be aware of. Recovery, rehabilitation, and side effects.
I should have plenty of resting time coming up soon.
Good for you. Vacation, or... I'm gonna have Shannon get a little reassuring glance. Well, at your age, I want to be clear. You should expect lingering effects of the injury for more or less the rest of your life. Don't immerse it fully in water. Avoid extremes of temperature. I'd stay away from dusty roads, mountain lions as much as possible.
Mountain lions?
What does that have to do with anything? Good advice in any context. Best thing you can do is keep it clean and free of debris.
How often do I clean it?
I'd say about once a month. If you find yourself unable to avoid overly dusty or moist environments, you'll want to clean it more often. And of course, have a doctor examine and recalibrate it every 12 months or so. So, do you have any questions? Anything about the bill that didn't make sense? I don't mean to rush you, but I have an early fishing trip. Tell me about the payment plan in the bill. Ah, yeah, that's one of the atypical clauses. I don't really have any control over the bill. Now that the Consolidated Power Company bought my employer, they handle everything. So it all runs through your electricity bill now. You can pay it back in full on your next billing cycle, or you can get on an energy credit payment plan. You'd have to call Consolidated for more details about something like that. I don't really understand how it works. Something about generating electricity to send back into the grid. Oh, one more thing. Don't be alarmed if you experience any side effects of the Neripnol TM. Typically, we see daydreaming, deja vu, pensiveness, fugue states, irregular perception of time. About 15% of patients report a generalized sensation of lateness. Nothing to be alarmed about. Just keep it in mind. Thanks for your help. Julian's outside. We can head back to your truck. All right, Ezra. It's time to rock and roll. Act 3, Scene 1. Museum of Dwellings. We're back to El Museo. So we're moving at a normal pace again. Museum visitors, who are you guys? Hey, those are the guys from the basement, actually, at the beginning. 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day of the year except Labor Day. Last admission is at 4 p.m. daily. Damn. Try the door. You're a little late for the museum. And then what? Ben, you're being very uptight right now. These guys. You're right. It's unlocked.
I'm not sure it's finished in there, though.
What's finished? Would it be better if it were finished? Can we be sure of that?
They're pretty friendly in there.
Hush, I think I heard a voice. Maybe a security guard?
I didn't hear anything.
We're just too late. Let's come back tomorrow. These freaking guys, man. Why do they, ignore me? Alright, let's go in.
If everything's shut down, it'll be pretty boring.
Definitely after hours. What?
I said it'll be boring.
No, We have flashlights. Look, if we visit by day, we see what they want us to see. If we visit by night, it's all up to us. Okay, what is it with these people? Come on. Do you see these people? How are the drugs treating you? I feel a bit distracted. You're probably pretty tired, too. I usually feel more tired after a late night nap. Hey, you ever take anything for that? Caffeine pills, or it's all or nothing for me? Oh, right. They probably tell you to steer clear of all that stuff, huh? Yeah, I guess you never know. My folks had a peculiar relationship with medicine. We almost never had a regular doctor, or health insurance, or anything like that. Our immigration stuff was a mess for most of my childhood. So we only qualified for state programs in small patches before something or other would get contested, and we learned to just pile on dentist appointments and stuff in those short windows. If a cut got infected or her migraines were too much to handle, Mom would talk to so-and-so and knew so-and-so, usually another minor, and end up with some pills. And instead of medical advice, every pill came with a gossipy anecdotal warning and superstitions, like all this lore that came with it. Like magic, dangerous, mysterious. Weaver's folks couldn't help. Yeah, they had pretty good health care through the university for a while. A couple times they'd swing something, so I got a bit of whatever Weaver needed. In high school, Weaver got these pills to help her focus. She was so smart, but always going off in different directions. Mind racing. Like 5 conversations going on in her head at once, and you're lucky if even one of them is with someone in the room, you know? So she had these pills, and they seemed to help. I was struggling in school too, failing my history class. She offered to share the pills. Did it help? At first, yeah, it helped a lot. I had a kind of presence and clarity of purpose that I've never really had otherwise. I didn't want to stop taking them. One day I was sitting on my bed, my notebook was opened next to me on top of the textbook, and I was holding a pen in my hand. I remembered this moment from several years before. It came up so suddenly, with such precision, I couldn't put it out of my mind. I felt I had to stay with it until I'd recalled the whole thing perfectly. It was just a tiny, nothing moment, my mom patching up the side of a bird cage, winding some spare wire around the frame to reinforce it. I was fixated on that image, and that sound. The cage kind of bending and twanging as she worked on it, rapping and nodding, scraping copper against paint like bowing a rubber violin with a railroad tie. My parents came back from a triple shift and found me still sitting there on the edge of the bed, pen in my hand, delirious with thirst, patching that bird cage with a 1,000-yard stare. Oh, I guess we're just going into the truck. So, what's the plan here? Head back to the Zero, I guess. I hope these are the right files. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're what Lulu was asking for, but it was kind of a mess in that storage facility. How do we get back there, though? The entrance at the farmhouse was gone. Let's take another look at the farmhouse. Sure, okay. Maybe we missed something. They don't want to stay any longer. Truck's engine sputters and dies as Conway guides it carefully off the road next to a fallen tree. Act 3, Scene 2. A tree. What a name! Alright guys, and that's all the time I have for recording this today. Got a decent bit done today. But remember, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button down below. And if you really enjoyed it, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment letting me know what you thought, what you liked, what you didn't like, any suggestions for future games you'd like me to play. Remember, any and all games are open. If you want to see me play it, I am perfectly willing to play it. I just love games in general. And if this video just blew your mind, then be definitely sure to share this with your friends, your family, your loved ones, random people you meet on the street, whatever floats your boat. And I will see you in the next one. See you later.